What's going on, Lock Talk family? It's your boy Jason. Thursday night football, man. We got maybe an exciting game for tomorrow. Jets versus the Patriots. I'm recording this super late at night on Wednesday night. So YouTube has been red hot, man. If you guys took a look at my last Monday night football video of the Atlanta Falcons game against the Eagles, what happened? The Falcons won that game outright. They covered the spread. And my boy B. John had an amazing game. A little bit I hope because he's on my fantasy, so I'm glad that he's been crushing it for me. But we actually have a game where I think could be a little bit shocking. Through my analysis, I have my take on it. I do have player props I do like. We're not going to talk about player props in this video. I'm just going to talk about the game itself and the game pick at the end, just like I did with the Falcons game. And I'll probably also address the over-under as well. So for this game, Patriots against the Jets in MetLife Stadium, or AKA New Jersey. The Jets are the home team, so it's going to be a big game for them. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers got the win last time out. Finally secured that after a game where it looks like they were having a tough time. But in my opinion, he was able to really pull them through with his passing. And his generalship, that veteran generalship really came through. So I'm glad to see the Jets finally get a win. The Patriots, they're 1-1. We'll see what happens with them. I'm actually very curious to see how they do with the rest of the year. Obviously, they probably are doing a lot better than what people thought. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, he's having a pretty decent season in my opinion so far. I mean, really, no one thought anything of this team at all. But, we'll see what happens, man. I think a lot of people are definitely very positive on the Jets. There are big expectations for the Jets, while there are very small expectations for the Patriots. So, let me reduce my screen a little bit just so then maybe I could put myself over here. You guys like this better? I'll be right here. So, it looks like a lot of people are, expecting the Jets to win. It makes sense. Right now, the spread on this game, or the money line bet on this game, if you want to bet on the Jets, you could bet on the Jets technically, but I mean they're minus 255 on the money line. We look at the game spread. I've seen it bounce around 6.5. It looks like it's gone down to 6 much earlier this week, or even today. This line was even as high as 7, so it's moved down a full point, so to a key number technically. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So far, I mean, obviously look at the last game. I think New England Patriots push at +3. They beat outright the Cincinnati Bengals, so they're 1-0 so far to start the season. And then the Jets, they covered the 4-point spread against the Titans, and then they got beat down by the San Francisco 49ers in the first game of the season. So in my opinion, I mean, the Jets definitely played a good team in the 49ers, even without Christian McCaffrey. And I don't really think the Tennessee Titans are that good at all. I mean, the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, I'm forgetting this guy's name off the top of my head, but he makes some crazy bad decisions, turned the ball over. So, I mean, I feel like anyone that the Titans play right now, they have an easy shot just for how poor, like, I guess the football IQ has been. And then the Patriots side, though, they've had some tough matches, man. Like, Cincinnati showed that they probably should have won that game if it wasn't for some bad play calls and some ref help for the Chiefs. Cincinnati's not too bad, in my opinion. So a win by the Patriots there outright is very impressive. And the Seahawks are a good team, man. I mean, Seahawks are not a trash team at all. So for the game to be that close, I think is also says a lot about this. I think the Patriots are a lot better than what people, put them out to be. Like, I honestly don't think this game is too far removed. Like, I honestly don't think, what I'm trying to say is I don't think the gap is that big, even though I do think the Jets are the better team. The one thing I will say is that the biggest miss so far for the Jets has been that rush defense. That rush defense has been absolutely terrible. Everybody has been running all over them, man. I think they've given up like around 100-something yards in the last 2 games to each of the rushing against each of the running backs that have went against them. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's a tough one for me. I mean, if I had to really kind of go through it, you honestly can see there's a lot of people pushing down this line. I mean, looks like all the public bets, all the money are on the Jets spread. The line was as low, well, as high, I guess, technically as 7, and has now gone to 6. So pretty weird, man. I mean, I don't know what the money movement, what the money was back over here, but nonetheless, this line has moved down. And just kind of to my point, I just don't think the Jets are that much better than the Patriots. Do I expect them to win? Yeah, I do think Aaron Rodgers is probably the better quarterback, but their defense for some reason has not been that good. I mean, if we take a look, let me move my face over here. Let's move this a little bit. All right. I mean, we take a look at, I guess, kind of how this team has been doing in terms, or the teams were, let's see, maybe not teams, but how they have been performing in the defense and offensive side. We look at the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots, in terms of rushing yards and passing yards, two different stories. They're really good at stopping the rush, but not as good against the pass. But then the Jets, on the other hand, they've been, okay against the pass, but they've been terrible against the rush, man. This was known to be probably one of the best rush defenses in the NFL last year. I don't know if the absence of one of their linemen that they're holding on contract is really that big a deal, but I mean, they haven't been able to stop anyone. And I'll be honest, Ramondre Stevenson's from the Patriots, and even the backup, he's not that bad, man. I think he could definitely give some problems to this team. I mean, look at so far on the season, 46 carry, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's doing better than Breece Hall right now. I mean, Garrett Wilson, he's been having an underwhelming season so far. He hasn't got a lot of chances, if I'm being honest. And Hunter Henry, I'm sorry, not Derrick. Hunter Henry, he's been having a decent season. And Brissett's been doing pretty good, man. Look, whose strength of schedule has been harder? I guess technically because the Jets played the 49ers. I would probably say the Jets. But I think overall body of work, I do think that the Patriots have played a pretty tough lineup so far. I'm being honest. So we'll see, man. If I had to pick a game side for this game at 6 points, or especially get 6.5, I do favor the Patriots at plus 6.5. I'm not really sure if I'm willing to lay 6.5 to 7 points, even 6 on the Jets in a low scoring maybe type game. But to, I guess, talk about the total on this game. So we look at the total on this game. It's one thing I forgot to mention. Let's see, where's the total? Right here. So the total at 38.5, I'll say this, I do think this total might be a little bit too low. The reason why I say is I don't really think both defenses are that insanely good. The Jets have not been good against the run. I actually think the Patriots have the ability to maybe pass the ball if they get the run game going. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson has been pretty good so far. We'll see, maybe unless the Jets rush defense kind of wakes up out of nowhere. I expect the Patriots to be able to run the ball, aka move the ball down the field. And as a result, I mean, we'll see. But on the other side, I mean, the Patriots can stop that run. Can Aaron Rodgers do well in the air? Maybe. So I think both teams have the capacity to move the ball down the field and possibly score some points. This total, they're giving a lot more respect to the defenses than maybe they should, and a lack of respect to the offenses, for particularly the Patriots. And I think they're giving too much credit to the Jets defense. So I do think that this total may be a little bit too low. So I lean the under and maybe the points with the Patriots. But I'm not going to lie. If it goes below 6, then I'll probably lean with the Jets. I do think this could be like a 2 to 1 field goal type game, which is why I'm leaning 6.5. But if it goes all the way to 5.5, then I'll say roll with the Jets. But at the current line of plus 6, I kind of got to take the Patriots. I definitely like the 6.5 a lot more, obviously. But Patriots and the over. So, guys, and also, I guess to mention, guys, I think they'll probably do well. I think, let me see. Let's go pull up some of the guys right here. So, I do think, I'll say this. I think Garrett Wilson will probably have a better game than he's been having. I think he's probably going to complain that he's not getting the ball as much. Adam Lazard has done well, but I definitely think that Aaron Rodgers is going to try his best to get some more opportunities to Garrett Wilson. It's obviously going to be a lot easier said than done, especially if they can't get the run game at all. It'll make their play calls way too obvious. But I also think Hall will get a lot of chances as well. On the Patriots, I think Ramondre will continue to get a lot of touches. I mean, based off the stats, I'd say you run the ball against the Jets team. Try to run the clock out and also keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands as long as you can. When the 49ers did that, I mean, look at how it worked out for them. So I think Ramondre Stevenson, he'll probably have a decent game. He'll definitely get the chances. And then other than that, I mean, it's a mixed bag on both the other secondary wide receivers for both sides. But I do think, obviously, the game plan for the Patriots should be run the ball, waste the clock, try to get some points on the board, keep this game close. And I think Brissett has the capability to win this game outright. So Yeah, give me the Patriots +6. But if it goes down to 5.5, I'd say maybe pump the brakes and look at the Jet side and the over. But guys, hopefully it's been helpful. If this content has been helpful, give me some support. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. And let's have a good Thursday night football. If you want all my plays that I'm actually giving out to my clients, get in premium and let's go run it up on the books, man.